The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that.
Oh, he's got some space. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Middleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're going to run it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Middleton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Off play action. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Powers. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. On a little time, lets it go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Diggs. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Bolden. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence. Trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. There he goes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bolden. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Perkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive in.
Gets behind the pads and slams into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be...
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. The option look. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The give from the gun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you...
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Finding an escape route. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. On the move. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Meredith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown!
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. Complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Hawaii. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. The quick out. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting that abundance.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's start.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Kick had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Powers. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete on fourth. They need to keep that drive alive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play